All right, guys.
Just kidding.
Thank you for joining. We're gonna be making my daughter's favorite chocolate chip cookies. We do this maybe every other week in the house, but especially during the holidays. Um, I'm here with our fearless leader, Mr. Belton. And he's gonna be doing all the cooking. I'm just gonna be kind of
Okay.
directing the traffic
let's
towards him, all right? So the first thing we're gonna do is measure out our flour. We're gonna add all our dry ingredients to one bowl. So in here I got 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Now a lot of people, whenever they measuring stuff, right, they think that this is like a cup. This is not a cup. What you want to demonstrate? You want me to? There you go, boy. The boss is gonna demonstrate, right? So
that's all I learned from the cooking channel.
That's it. That's a cup. You want to make sure that you're really precise when you guys are baking. This is
we good, right?
yeah, you good. You put it back. Thank
Level measuring. Okay.
you. Be careful with the knife.
You got you.
All right. So we got 2 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. In here, we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna kind of try to level it all.
Is Miss Martin following along?
Yeah, no, I'm watching. I can't miss this. I can't miss this.
Now, why do we add salt to Kaz? Why do we add salt to our cookie mix? We're gonna do this like a class. Oh, Kaz just moved. She just dipped out. So what the salt does is it brings the sweetness out of your cookies.
Oh, okay.
The salt brings the sweetness out. Yeah. So in a lot of baking recipes, you're gonna see salt, and you're like, why is there salt in the cookie mix? Why is there salt in cupcakes? Because a little bit of salt brings all that sweetness out. All right. So as you see, Mr. Belton added the salt and the baking soda and the flour. But if we was just to throw that in the bowl like that, then our cookies are going to be all over the place. So what you want to make sure you do is take this and whisk it around. Yes, sir. And whisk it around to make sure that the salt, the baking soda, and everything is evenly wrapped.
Okay.
All right, we're good. So we don't need this one. What'd you say, Ms. Venable? You sound like a robot. All right. So since you got the little fancy KitchenAid Higgins, we're gonna add 2 cups of butter. Hey, Doc. 2 cups of butter or 2 sticks of butter. Mr. Bell, you can add the 2 sticks of butter inside. And what people don't do is they don't cream. No, sir. Right in the kitchen, mix it. So what people don't do is they don't cream their butter enough, right? So you want to make sure you mix it until it gets really light and fluffy, that butter. And that's how you get them really light cookies.
Well, you could just order them online.
Or you can have or you can have Miss Casimiro's cookies. I had them yesterday. They were fantastic.
Put it on it.
No, that's something my daughter would do. We don't do that. Let me get. Can you pass our Phyllis leader a napkin, please? All right, guys. So we're going to just lock in your KitchenAid mixer. Start it off on low. We're gonna leave that in here for a few minutes until you start to see it get nice and light. All right, After a few seconds, we're gonna add our brown sugar. Now, our granulated sugar and our brown sugar. This looks like a lot of sugar. It is.
It is.
But this also makes 5 dozen cookies. So this is 3/4 cup of granulated sugar and 3/4 cup of brown sugar. No, the sugar goes inside there. It's a lot of sugar. Absolutely.
How many dozen cookies does this make?
This makes 5 dozen.
Oh boy. That's great. I'll be locked in the house with a snowstorm and 5 dozen cookies. Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah.
We needed some milk. So we're gonna continue to cream this, mix that up. Okay, I'm going nowhere, B.
Hey, Mr. Torres, what does it mean to cream? The sugar.
Not the sugar, the butter. You want the butter to incorporate as much air as possible in it, right? So that way your cookies are nice. I don't know who asked that question. Who asked that question?
Neglio.
Hey, Negs.
What's up, man?
How you doing? So you want the butter you want to cream the butter. You want it to be as light as it can possibly get. Because when you add your dry ingredients, what you don't want to do is to over mix it, because then your cookies are gonna become dense. They're gonna be heavy, and what you want is really light, fluffy cookies, right? So, my apologies. The first thing you should do is turn your oven on. Make sure your oven is on. I like to preheat my oven to 325 degrees. I know the recipe says 350, and
You guys are funny.
I set the timer when we put the cookies in for 12 minutes. I think that's the perfect time for it. They're not too hard, they're not too soft. Are you ready?
Excuse me, though. Just make sure with all the sugar that we just added into these cookies, just make sure that your sons and daughters only have 1 cookie an evening. Thank you.
I think we're all going to get diabetes. You know, I eat salad regularly. It's a shock to my system.
All right, so at this point, we're gonna add our vanilla. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And we're gonna add 1 egg at a time. So this recipe calls for 2 eggs. So you can do that. 1 egg at a time.
Torres, the recipe that's in the email says 1 egg.
Yeah, I'm using a different recipe. So you can follow that. You can follow that one.
You didn't realize that the recipe changed when we just put a jar of sugar in?
No, because I wasn't even listening. I was just trying to get all my ingredients out.
He's got different recipes.
It's all right.
Fearless leader. Some people say 1 egg, some say 2. It's all right. I actually like the Nestle's Toll House
We're going to freestyle now, friend.
chocolate chip cookies. Can you make sure it's locked in, and then over here turn it on low. You don't want it to splat all over yourself. Go a little higher. Yeah, I don't have a KitchenAid. You know we record it, right?
Oh, yeah, that's
Like,
cool. That's all right. That's all right. That's
like-
all right.
This is for healthy living.
Miss Martin. Miss
Yeah.
Martin.
Yes.
I asked Mr. Fran Tantoni if he wouldn't mind taking a picture of the KitchenAid. So if we're ever invited to Mr. Torres' home, we don't see our KitchenAid in his home.
Good idea.
I see how y'all feel about me. All right, so all the wet, we got all the dry, we got all the wet, and now we're gonna slowly add in our flour. So you're just gonna pour in just a little bit of that in there.
And mix.
A little bit in there. I will go half, half, and half. So I will do it in thirds. right? This is where you don't want to overmix this. You just want it to come together. You just want, that's it. That's it? That's it now. You got the other half in. Starts to come together and kind of look crumbly, then you just add, it says to add 1 cup, right? 1 cup of chocolate chips. I just add the whole bag.
It said, the recipe said only 7 chocolate chips, but we're going to go with the bag.
We're going to go with the whole bag. That's it.
That's where the diabetes comes in.
That's what we're going to name these cookies.
I like the way you take, Torres.
And that's it, guys. Listen, do not overmix at this point, right? So grab something.
What are you guys doing?
Grab something. Nah, I'm good, Fran. Thank you.
Great.
We are going to use our fingers in a minute.
Oh, no.
All right, so this is what your cookie makes it look like, guys.
Okay.
Look at little Miss Venable go at it.
That's what, ladies and gentlemen, that's what 5 pounds of a 5-pound bag of sugar with a full bag of chocolate chips,
You know the camera. Right there.
and just this much of flour.
And you know what? You can let your kids lick the beater, but just make sure you turn the mixer off first.
Where's my rag?
Okay.
These will be some kind of cookies.
That's why everybody in the school likes my cookies.
Ms. Jones,
Yes.
laughter, another self-care.
Another
Getting a lot of
self-care.
that today.
Yeah.
Miss Nicolaitis is trying to be real serious over there cooking her cookies.
Hey, Jonesy.
Yeah.
Jonesy.
So I bought mix. I bought on
Hey, Mr.
impulse
Nicolaitis.
yesterday. But I bought the
Nicolaitis, don't forget, Mr. Torres said you have to start with one of these.
Oh, man. All right, so
Dangerous.
parchment paper, but here's a little trick that I like to do. You know how when you put the parchment paper on the sheet pan, it's always curling up on you. So take a little bit of pan spray. Pan spray it out.
Oh, I thought you said hairspray. Like, what?
Right?
Pan.
The pan spray is going to just keep it still. I am a culinary arts teacher. You're up. All right, so at this point, which you're just gonna make your
Let me wash my hands one more time.
you gonna wash your hands again? Washing his hands again. As he does that, I'll demonstrate. Just take your dough. Don't make them too big, right? I know the kids at home are gonna want these humongous cookies. Make them about this big. And you want to spread them on the sheet pan. Give them some space.
I like how Miss
So
Venom
what we
is
doing?
working real hard over there.
You got home with the kids, you're gonna use a scoop or you're gonna let the kids play with the dough and
So do I roll it?
yeah, you roll it. This is the first time you bake cookies. You don't bake cookies with the kids?
Don't put up in and show it to me, man.
Is this a comedy show?
Yes.
Why some people sitting down not cooking? Miss Martin, where's your kitchen?
I'm in my guest room. The kitchen's downstairs. I'm
We're
a
not
guest.
even in the kitchen. We're in the wood shop.
She
These
taking
are
notes. She taking
big, but-
notes.
But they're
Yeah.
all right. You want to make sure you space them out. I would probably do 2 since you're making these humongous.
That's big.
That's big.
Torres,
Yes.
I made the whole recipe, didn't put the brown sugar in it. Then I put it in after. That's cool?
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
you're
this nigga.
fine.
That's because I'm trying to listen to you guys talk and cook at the same time. I can't do that. Come on, you guys know. Come on.
You got more serious equipment than Torres over there.
I like to look good. That's it. That's it. It's all for show.
Yes.
Okay, Neglio. What kind of flower is that?
That's on my wish list, but nobody in my house is listening. I ask for KitchenAid every Christmas, and I end up getting socks.
Mr. Belton gonna get it for you. Mr. Belton, you hear that? He need that.
No, he's not. So now look, you want to make sure that your cookies are all the same, right? Because you don't want one cookie to overcook and one cookie to be undercooked. So
All right. You ain't say that, man, but I got you.
I just said it.
All right, cool.
Why are you like look at this?
Yo, I'm just saying, man.
Look, this is what we don't want, guys. We don't want. Tell him, Miss Casimira.
Hey,
we don't want this.
Hey, Miss Venable, I'm just trying to show you what we don't want. This is what we don't want.
We don't want this. All right, that's good. All right, that's good. All right, so
I show a good example and bad example.
Torres, remember, you always have to add in a compliment. You can't just give the negative. You have to put something positive in there. What's the positive? What did he do really well today?
well, he did follow directions well, so he washed his hands multiple times.
See, beautiful.
So I think that's
Very good.
So put your cookies in 325 for 12 minutes.
12 minutes.
Take them out, let them cool down, share them with the kids at home, and that's it, guys. We're done.
Okay.
Diabetic chocolate chip cookies.
Are these the chewy kind or they're hard?
I like mine soft. I don't like mine hard. So 325 for 12 minutes will give you not really hard, but not really soft. So it'll be in between.
Okay.
Okay.
So if I like mine moist, like I don't like them hard. I just want them to
325 for 12 minutes.
But that's the same time for the almost hard, right?
No, you would go a little longer
But
if you want it to be really hard. Yeah. Any questions, guys? We good?
Yeah, do we get the cookies in the mail?
I'll give Miss space to send them out. We'll put them in nice little packages. Sugar's underneath here.
Miss Martin, are you ready for the brownies?
Oh no, I don't eat too much, too sweet, too much chocolate.
All right, everybody. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
That looks so good. Where's if this was a baking show, there would be a set already done from the oven and you would just pull them out right now.
There is.
Right?
You gotta test them to make sure they came out good.
Oh my God. This baking show.
Cookie and go yum.
Wow, Torres, you got a swap. That's
This is
great.
so
I love that.
professional,
This
man.
is very professional.
Good.
That's right.
Very good.
I'm like a 7 out of 10. Yeah, not bad.
Very
You gonna try one, Mr. Belton? Why not?
Kazzy, he gonna offer me a cookie like I'm gonna eat it. No, thank you.
Enjoy your day, everybody.
Okay.
Enjoy, guys.
Wonderful. Wonderful presentation.
Thank you.